So welcome to the lower level of South Shore Christian Academy. This is the last part of our tour, depending on how you've watched the segments here. You can see that we are in an art room. Actually, both of our art rooms are on this level. This is our high school art studio, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Our 9th and 10th grade have an art requirement. It's a 5-day-a-week class that is part of their high school transcript. Then once you get into the 11th grade, there's an advanced art class in 11th as well as in 12th grade that the students are able to participate in if they so choose. And so, again, you can see some great artwork going on around here. This is the same classroom and teacher that the beautiful artwork from the beginning of our tour would have been found in. Mrs. Smith does a great job here in these classes. Every spring we normally have a lower school as well as an upper school art festival where we get a chance to showcase the artwork from around the building. And so this is where the magic is made in the high school. So we're going to go on down the hallway. You can see on the floor they are in preparation for our spring musical, which this year was The Wizard of Oz. You can see the yellow brick road being created in front of your eyes. And the art department works closely with the fine arts area to put on our school play in the fall and our musical in the spring. And again, one of the things I love about the school is that so many of our students have the chance to participate in things play and musical related when it comes to creating sets and learning to do the sound and the lighting as well as being the ones on stage. And so the upper school here is really a great place for students to stretch themselves and maybe branch out into things that they wouldn't have in a bigger environment where there was more competition for spots. And our upper school really does a great job participating in a lot of these events. So as we continue down the hallway, we're going to see the last of our high school classrooms, and it is going to be our science lab for the high school. Mrs. Stiles has been a teacher here, again, many years. Her children have gone through here. When I take little kids down this hallway, they always love the things in this case. Those are big kid art projects, but not really. In their cells, this was a 10th grade biology class. And this is our high school science lab. Mrs. Stiles teaches from 10th grade through 12th grade. She teaches biology, anatomy and physiology, environmental science, chemistry, as well as an AP biology class. She's also the one who runs the prefect council for our high school, so lots of great opportunities for activities and to jump in and be involved in things for the upper school. So this is our science lab. And across the hall, this is what the little kids like, is our fish. The fish do not have names as far as I know, but our friendly neighborhood turtle does. This is Donatello. He's swimming today, but normally he's sitting up on his rock, just about eye level with folks, and he is our resident red-eared slider. So we continue down this hallway. Again, we move into what would be our early elementary. We're going to have 2 preschool classes here. One final note about our upper school, we do have a gentleman who works with us, again, another of our graduates. His name is also Mr. Cambarigas. He functions as our guidance counselor in the sense that he is our college guidance director, and he also is our student services director. So if you're new to the school, if you have some special particulars that need some extra work, if you have students in the high school from freshman year right on through high school through senior year, he works with those students. So I wanted to point that out to you. His office at the moment is up on the 2nd floor, but he works with all the families in the building, and he's been a great asset. And we love having, again, another one of our graduates come back and work with us. So we're going to walk down the hall, and I'm going to show you our pre-kindergarten room. And this is one of my favorite places to come and visit. I love it when I have a pre-K or a preschool tour because it is a favorite place for me This is Mrs. Todd's room. Mrs. Todd has an assistant. Her name is Miss Rowell. And you can see as the camera pans through the room, all of the fantastic learning centers that are here. There's a reading center. There are age-appropriate computer games for the children. There's a place for them. This reading structure to climb up and sit up there and read is one of my favorite places. There's a little STEM area here over on the left in the corner back there with different science experiments and things for the kids to do. There are play areas and blocks and just great opportunities for the students to learn in all sorts of different ways. And this is really a fantastic room. Students in the pre-kindergarten room have to be 4 years old by September 1st and have a screening to come into the room. And they would have the opportunity to go 2 days a week, full day, 3 days a week, full day, or 5 days a week, full day. And so those are the options here as of September of this coming school year, 2020. Students will still be able to be dropped off at 7:30 in the morning when school starts for the rest of the building, but the actual classroom time for pre-kindergarten will start at 8:30, so you have a little bit more of a window as some of our students are transitioning out of daycare into school for the first time, and so students will be able to be dropped off actually at 7:15 is when the doors open, as early as 7:15, but the actual classroom time will start at 8:30. These students have the opportunity to go to gym as well as to have music class, so they don't have the full set of specials that kindergarten does, but they do see Mr. Webb in that music room along with their assistant, Miss Rowell, and they also have gym class with Mrs. Larkin, again with their assistant, Miss Rowell, so there's always 2 adults with them. And they have a recess time that they go to regularly outside when they're able and in the gym when the weather is not cooperative. So we're going to go right through here. Again, this is a great feature that the school put in a number of years ago. These bathrooms that connect our pre-kindergarten room and preschool room. We don't need to spend too much time in the bathroom other than to say that you can see that they are a little child size. They really assist as our students continue to grow in that particular area of their development, and it's just a really handy place for the students so we don't have to take them down the hall. So those bathrooms are exclusively for these 2 classes. As we move into our preschool room, another of my favorite places, again, when the work becomes too busy upstairs, I love taking a break and coming down and visiting with our preschool children. These preschool children are anywhere from age 2.9 up through 4 years old. They would have to be at least 2.9 to begin, and we do accept students in this classroom all throughout the year. We have a rolling enrollment. Again, you can see many different centers, sensory tables, puzzles, housekeeping corners, a good variety of dinosaurs and blocks, and lots of things that the students do. Mrs. R has been our preschool teacher for a number of years. She has a great assistant in Mrs. Sawyer, really both full teachers, and this is a fantastic first experience for your child in a school setting. Again, our preschool goes either 2 days, 3 days, or 5 days a week, but the added opportunity for you is that your student can go half days here as well. So if you were, for instance, only interested in mornings, you could choose 2 mornings, 3 mornings, or 5 mornings, or you could have full days. So you could do as little as 2 mornings a week or as much as 5 full days. We've tried to make it as user-friendly as possible. And again, your student can get dropped off as early as 7:15, but the academic day for them begins at 8:30. And again, these students as well have the opportunity to go to music and to go to gym as well, and those are specific afternoons, so those would be only afternoon activities. The students here in both the preschool and the pre-kindergarten room have the opportunity to take advantage of our hot lunch program, which is available from our littlest ones here all the way through 12th grade. and I'd be happy to talk to you about that on the phone at a different time. But that is an opportunity they have. And our students in these two rooms, if they're here all day, they do have a rest time in between the first and second half of the day. This is a fantastic room. If you're looking at us for your transition from daycare into school, I would love to show you around in person very soon. But this is just a great opportunity to see. We have one more room across the hall, and that's our lower school art room that I'm going to show you. And then we will be finished with our tour. So our art room across the hall goes from kindergarten through the 8th grade. And it also functions as our aftercare room. We do have aftercare for students from Mrs. R's room in preschool all the way through the 5th grade. But this is a classroom for the school day for kindergarten through 8th grade. Kindergarten through 5th have this once a week. And then our middle schoolers have art and music and coding and a number of other things every day, 1 quarter out of a year. And so rather than having them only see those teachers once a week, we changed that to a place where they saw them a little bit more compact. And then they have gym all the way through the year. But this is, again, our lower school art room, Mrs. DeJeets, and our aftercare area for our students. So in one of the most colorful rooms in the building, we will end our tour. Again, this is just an opportunity for you to see a little bit of our building. Please follow this up by emailing me or calling me, and I would love to talk to you more, and I can't wait to give you an in-person tour of the school. Have a great day.